Hello, and welcome to Let's Sip and Talk with Prima. So tonight, and I'll wait for a few of you to join. But anywho, I hope everybody's having a great night. My bun look a little crooked. It's Friday night discussion, people. I hope you guys have a lot to say tonight. It seems like it's been forever. Maybe because I didn't do one last Friday. They probably why I feel that way. But anywho, I hope everyone had a good week, a good work week. And for those who have to work on a weekend, I hope you have a good work weekend. How are you guys doing tonight? Anywho, hello Michael, how are you? Tonight we're talking about sleeping with strangers. And I hope you guys chime in and give feedback and rebuttal me a little bit because I know my opinions aren't the same as everyone else's. So, again, Friday night discussion. Hey, Melvin, Friday night discussion, no judgment zone, just briefly giving our opinions. Hey, Christopher, Mr. Limo Man, how are you? How is everybody going tonight? I'm doing well. Anywho, sleeping with strangers. So that's good, Michael. So what do you guys think about? What's the first thing pop in your head when I say sleeping with strangers? Do you think it's an actual stranger you met them on the street, or is it more of you don't know the person, meaning you may have been in a relationship with this individual and it feels like there's a stranger in my house. Took a while to figure out. But you know what I mean? Like, you don't know this person anymore, or you thought you knew the person. I don't know. So sleeping with a stranger can mean more than just I met a random person in the store and I'm going home and whatever, or we're going to the hotel and whatever. So sleeping with a stranger can mean a lot of things, but one night stands, I'm pretty sure. Who's commenting as me? But one night stands, I'm pretty sure is definitely sleeping with a stranger. Or no, I want to say definitely. I'm not going to say definitely because it could be someone you knew for a long time and things just popped off and it was just one time. So one night stand don't necessarily have to be with a stranger, but to me, a one night stand 9 times out of 10 is a stranger. Do you agree? Disagree? Would you have a one night stand? Would you sleep with a stranger? Does people with sex addiction problems sleep with strangers? Good questions that I need answers to, you guys. Are you guys tuning in? Are you guys going to talk tonight? No? Yay? Nay? Anybody sipping on some wine tonight? I left my cup at home, so I'm drinking out a styrofoam cup. So I don't have my regular cup tonight. But Alan, I don't you know good and well I don't know how to go to that. Oh, this bam. Is that what you're talking about? Y'all make sure y'all subscribe on the YouTube channel. Make sure you look at the behind the scenes of Miss Let's Sip and Talk. Yeah, my life can be a bit boring sometimes, and sometimes it's not, but you'll have to tune in to see. I try to be transparent with you guys, but I'm gonna need y'all to talk back. Seriously. Oops. Christopher said, yes, I knew them, but it had been a while. Had been a while. Did this when my ex-wife and I separated, but regret what I did. Why you regret it? You don't regret anything. You learn from it. Michael said he's drinking a little wine. Me too. It's been a long, long day. It's been a long, long 2 weeks for me. So I'm glad I'm back to normal. But anyway, what do y'all think about sleeping with strangers? Is that something you would judge someone on? Do you feel like they're less of a person if they decide to have a one night stand, if they decide to have, relations with a stranger? Like, how do we feel about that? Y'all talk to me. Give me some what ifs. Throw some stuff out there. Let's have a discussion tonight. People, don't have me talking to myself again because it seems like one Friday night I did the whole segment myself, just a run of my mouth. And I felt every bit of what I said was correct because nobody was coming at me or saying anything differently. Y'all made me think I'm just right about a lot of stuff. But anywho, sleeping with strangers. Some people might say, who does that? You probably do it and don't even realize it because the dude you're sleeping next to every night, he living a double life. Does that mean he's a stranger? In so many ways. If you don't know him, we don't know people as much as we think we know them, regardless if we've been with them for years. Sometimes you still don't know the person. So like that song, There's a Stranger in My House, took a while to figure out. Didn't know who he was the whole time. And see, that's why I don't like talking to myself without y'all commenting, because I would take this whole segment and turn it into something totally different, because where my mind was about to go just now was at a whole nother level. But on Let's Sip and Talk with Freema, it's not scripted. Hey, Lameek, Nicole, absolutely. That's a fact. May not know him, living with him, don't know him. Michael said, no, I wouldn't judge anyone. And that's a good thing, because I wouldn't judge either, because you just never know. So who am I to judge? Hey, your life, my life, my life. Hope no one judged me. But people do it all the time. Let's just be real. Melvin said, I met her on social media and slept with her the first time we physically met. Needless to say, it didn't last because the relationship was built on sex only. So Melvin, there had to be some attraction there, right? For y'all to have sex on the first night. But what, did you learn something about her as time went on that you didn't like, or vice versa? I don't know, but you say it didn't last because it was built on sex. I don't know. I'm weird. The only reason I'm sitting here pondering upon that is because if y'all have like a strong physical attraction, but I guess if somebody's just a dingbat or don't want anything in life, yeah, sex shouldn't hold you there, but I don't know. Sasha says, so true. You can be with someone and still not truly know them. Absolutely. So when we say sleeping with strangers, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're out here wilding out and actually sleeping with people you don't know. You could be sleeping next to someone and don't know them. A lot of people have double lives and you don't even know it. Don't even know it. Mr. Limo Man said, because two wrongs don't make a right. I still loved her and I did not want my marriage to end, but it did. And I am a much better person for it, by the grace of God. Absolutely. You learned from that. That's the truth. Christopher said, been there, done that, brother Melvin. But honestly, just because y'all had relations on the first night doesn't mean, and of course that's your situation, everybody's situation is different, doesn't mean it won't last. Maybe you're just grown about it. Hey, this is what, is going down and that's all I want. And then y'all end up falling madly in love with each other. So, things happen. Good evening, William. I am trying to have a good show, but I need people to, give me something to go off of, because I'll talk y'all head off. Y'all should know that by now. Oh, and I do want to mention, oh my God, the anniversary, y'all. I felt so special when I'm telling y'all, that gave me the motivation. Not saying I wasn't already motivated, but you know how sometimes you just feel like, I'm not gonna say what was my purpose, but people feeling me, or people understanding me. But that really put the icing on the cake, y'all. That made me feel good. I wanted to pop my collar. I was like, oh my God, this was so nice. This was better than anything I could have wished for. Because when I first started out, it was like, I want to do like a little mixer for anyone that comes on a panel and having like a red carpet event. But this 1 year anniversary, it actually topped whatever idea I had. It was so amazing. Y'all are some amazing people, I'm telling y'all. Nicole said, I know someone that met someone on social media, got pregnant, and he deleted the page. Needless to say, she doesn't know the baby daddy. That's a whole nother situation. Like, oh my goodness. First of all, I always contradict myself because I try to see it a million different ways. Okay, I'm assuming the condom popped. Let's just be clear. I'm assuming the condom bust and he didn't stop and it happened that way. Because what I'm not going to assume is that you went in raw dogging in the first place. And I just can't assume that. So I'm going to hope for the best and say that she got pregnant because the condom bust. But it goes back to something we talked about. We have to be careful who we lay down with, because we always have to think about, what if I get pregnant? What if I get pregnant by this dude and I don't even know his parents' name? Hell, I don't even know where he really from. So I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but sometimes you make your bed, you lie in it. So you take care of that kid. That's all you can do from this point because of decisions that we make. Hey, that's just what it is. Michael said, to the person, we could have been a stranger to them. Absolutely. 100%. I agree. William said, have no comment on the topic. I'll just listen to y'all over there. Okay, William, I appreciate you listening anyway. Rondell, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. You got it. But yeah, that's something that came over me. You just really don't really know the person. So don't look at it as if she slept with a stranger, he slept with a stranger, didn't know him from Adam and Eve. No, she thought she knew him. He thought he knew her. And it just wasn't a person that they thought they were. It's not fair. No, I'm not even gonna say it's not fair, because hell, we can be with somebody for 5 years and don't know them. So we can't even say it's not fair, just life.
Imposters.
Imposters. Oh, that was good. Y'all need to watch that. I liked it. That was a good movie. People, that goes back to something else we were talking about. People put on this persona or this facade or this face, and it's not really them, especially when they're trying to pursue someone. I don't understand why I can't just be real. Why can't you just be 100% in the beginning and take me as I am, and then we don't have to do all this faking, and maybe I won't feel like I gave my goodies up to a stranger because I knew what I was getting in the beginning. But people just don't keep it real. They don't keep it 100. And that's all I'm gonna say on that topic. Back to sleeping with strangers. Now, if you're out here just sleeping with strangers, make sure you do wrap it up. It's very important. And why I feel like I'm talking to well, I feel like I'm talking to a high school class or something, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know. Once I start talking, and I ain't even like, I only took one sip of drink. This is how I am all the time, y'all. Michael said you could be living or married to a stranger. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. But how does that happen? Is it we're not paying enough attention to that person? Is it that we move too fast? Or is it just that person is really that's what they live for? They're imposters. They're just not right. I don't want to blame no one for not knowing someone, because you can't blame that person for being who they are. But if you're just purposely out there deceiving individuals, then why?
What are they, con artists?
Yeah, they were con artists. Melvin said it happens every day, especially when you go to the clubs. A lot of people today just looking to have a good time with no strings attached. But Melvin, the question is, do they share that in the beginning? Are you going to look at me like I'm a whore because I came up to you in the club and say, hey, you're looking good. What's your name? Melvin, listen, I just had a rough 2 weeks. I'm not looking for anything extra, but hey, you want to hook up after the club? 9 times out of 10, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a dude, you're going to look at that lady and be like, ain't no telling how many dudes she, hit on like this, how many she done mess with. I'm not dealing with that. Or if you do deal with that and you get in your feelings, now you're going to hold that against her for the rest of your life on how she picked you up in the club. Can a relationship last that way because she was being honest and saying she didn't want nothing more, but it turned into something more? Could y'all really be with a woman that straight up told y'all from the gate it's strictly sex? Then y'all fall in love like y'all a happy couple. You love everything about her. Is it still going to be in the back of your head how she approached you? And let's be honest, I really want to know that question. Michael, 100%. Sometimes life changes people. It ain't sometimes, it's all the time. People actually change because of life experiences. We learn from that stuff. So if we stay the same all the time, there's no growth. There's no, behavior changes because we're stuck there. We're not taking chances. We're not experiencing life. So yeah, life definitely changes people, and it should. Sasha said, I think it comes from not really getting to know each other or being straightforward with each other. I think so too, Sasha. I really think that's where it comes from, where, you feel like you had or Another reason that stranger could have been in that house for that while is because, like she said, you don't take the time to get to know them, or or is it just they're scared to be who they really are because of, in the beginning, like we're saying, they weren't real. They was put on a facade. Like, so now they're comfortable and the real them is coming out. And now it's like, hold on, bro, where you come from? You weren't like this 2 years ago, because now you're comfortable. She's not going to where I can be who I am. But no, be who you are in the beginning. So yeah, I agree, Sasha. It comes from not really getting to know each other or being straightforward with each other in the beginning. That's absolutely true. Melvin said, guys don't think like that, sweetheart. We will smash first and think later. I agree with that 100%, but that's what I'm saying. You totally said what I just said, Melvin. You smashed her. I ain't say you didn't.
Women do the same thing.
I ain't say you didn't smash her, but you're thinking later. This girl approached me in a club, and here I am in Durham K's or whatever, looking at engagement rings. How I know she ain't, she don't do this all the time. Am I marrying a whore? Am I marrying a thigh? Yeah, that's what I mean, Melvin. You think later. So do y'all honest? You saying guys don't think like that, sweetheart? That's what you said. We will smash first, absolutely, and think later. And that's what I'm saying. You thought about it later. Or you just don't think that, you don't think ill of her because of how she approached you. Is that what you're saying, Melvin? Let's keep it real now. Let's keep it real. That thought is going to come in the back of your head, or how she approached you. Now, one dude on here can tell me that you're going to not think about that if y'all try to pursue things. You can't tell me that, and I'm not even a man, and I'll argue you down. You cannot tell me that. Because if I approach any one of y'all and tell you it's straight sex, I don't want nothing else. Now, I don't know you from a can of spray paint, but I'm coming up to you because I like the way you vibing in the club. You can't tell me that y'all gonna not look at me sideways. Whether it's not that night because you trying to smash too, but later on, when you find out you really liking this chick, you like her style, she got herself together, you still gonna be thinking in the back of your head on how she approached you that night. You can't tell me no different. I'm sorry. Lyric said, if you smash first, there really is no later. You already know what you're going to do. It's just a smash. It can be a later though, Lyric. It can definitely be a later. Will later last? I don't know. But it can be a later if you guys are 100%, like we were saying earlier. Y'all start vibing and liking each other. It could definitely lead into something. Y'all were just being honest in the beginning, and hopefully y'all continue that honesty throughout the whatever situationship that's going to turn into a relationship later. Who knows? William said Deep Convo had this topic before. So share some stuff with us, William. Melvin said, if you got that walk, you will get a pass. Oh my God. So let me make sure I'm understanding this correctly. If she got that walk from the first night, and you decide 6 months later, this is the one, then she'll get a pass and you can pursue the marriage. You can go ahead and get on that one knee. Is that right? Not exactly what, Michael? Y'all know I run a million times. Kind of like we in school, you got to write complete sentences so I can know what you're commenting to, because I probably have moved on. Honestly, I don't remember what I said for you to say not really. Melvin, yes. Okay. So now it's all about sex. So because I don't have that walk, maybe it's a little driver now and then, I don't know, but I have a killer ass personality. I'm educated, I got my shit together. So you can't pursue anything with me because I don't have that walk 24/7 or, whatever. So now it's all about sex. Interesting. See how it goes around. We say one thing and it always leads back to something that we didn't agree on. Funny. Lyric says, speaking for myself, if you come at me like that, you don't have to tell me anything. I already have an idea of you. Oh, interesting. But what if that's the first time they ever did that? But I guess that's a chance you take by really approaching someone on that level. But that's being real, Lyric, because that's what I said to the guys. I can't see them not thinking about how I approach them. they're gonna think about that. They're gonna be like, this girl approached me saying she don't want nothing more, just sex. I'm gonna deal with her, but I ain't. And then you tell your boys this, and guess what? 3 months later, you still with this chick. Now they clowning you. So are you gonna be real? Look how I be jumping to scenarios. So are you gonna be real and be like, y'all, yeah, it was supposed to be one night, but I'm rocking with Shorty. I'm rocking with her. She the truth. Are y'all gonna stand y'all ground, or are you gonna play it like, nah, you ain't nothing going on. I'm just still hitting that. Do y'all keep it real like that with y'all boys? I think not. And I'm not even a dude. Michael said a real man wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do what, Michael? I told you I'd be going miles per hour. Wouldn't talk about the girl, wouldn't do what? Christopher said, I met my ex-wife. I'm trying to see all of this. I met my ex-wife, the one I divorced in January this year. We met on POF, talked and sent messages for almost 4 hours. She insisted on meeting me. I was not feeling too well. This happened on Halloween night. Come to find out, she was from is that Iman or Inman, South Carolina. Also, she only lived 10 minutes away. She came over. We slept together, but not right away. It just happened. I always said bad things always seem to happen on Halloween night, but this night was pretty amazing. Yes, I think I moved too fast. She had been married. It's not showing me anymore. But yeah, I mean, you can't really say you moved too fast. You just never know.
They've been married 4 times.
Been married 4 times.
I
Okay,
just thought I met the woman I would be with for a long time. Next thing I know, we're in a relationship the very next day. Then she moved in with me. I should have put on the brakes relationship instead of keeping my foot on the gas at one.
She had that wop. You couldn't help yourself. You was wrapped up. Quentin said you keep moving the needle. What do you mean? Are you saying literally like I keep moving something on the phone, or you keep moving the needle? I don't know what you're talking about, Quentin. I don't know what you mean. Melvin said, I said that earlier, it was about sex. That's what I'm saying. You see how we come back around to it. Not good, Melvin. That girl can have a great personality. And just because she didn't have that walk, you didn't want to continue a relationship that y'all were building. Melvin said, times change, Freema Kennedy. Women are proposing to men and buying the ring. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? But what I'm saying is, the way I approached you in a club, it's a year later, we kicking it. And I get on one knee and ask you to marry me, you're not going to do it because of the way I approached you in the club, unless I had walk. Am I understanding this incorrectly? Because that's what I got out of it. So either way, Melvin, I can rebuttal you because you said she get a pass if she got that walk. Dakota said, if a woman honestly approaches me in that manner, I'll tell her I'm flattered, but at this point in my life, that's not where I am. Straight up, I'm not interested in just the sex. I'm looking to get married. I'm a single dad, 2 girls. I'm not trying to meet my wife and we are just sex buddies. Nah, I need to build friendship and build a relationship. Absolutely. To each his own. And that's your preference. That is definitely a preference. But going back to the topic, Dakota, that same woman that you possibly could have met and turned down can be the next person's space, and that's that stranger in your bed. You just got to look at it different ways. You're ready to settle down. This imposter over here ready to settle down because she see cha-ching when she see you. She done plot on you. You just never know what's in people's head. So I'm not trying to say, to each his own. Because like I was saying, if you're going to think about this girl, have ill feelings about this woman because how she approached you, then go Dakota way out. I'm flattered, honey, but no, at this point in my life, I'm looking for something a little more serious. Meanwhile, you got sis over here listening in. Oh, Next, she's coming. You look nice. What's your name? Dakota. Oh, nice to meet you. My uncle's name was Dakota, and he's a nice gentleman. I hope you're that nice. And boom, you feel like you found the woman of your dreams. Let me buy you a drink, Dakota. Bartender. Now you falling in love and stuff to this imposter. You just never know. Come on now. Y'all can't, like Melvin said, we're in a new era, whatever you said. You never know how you're going to meet your soulmate. That's like me limiting myself to just tall men. My soulmate might be 4'9". Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Limo Man said no, about 2 months after she moved in. Oh, okay. I was like, dog, she moved in the next day? Manuel said, no, Freeman, you cannot turn a hoe into a housewife, but you can find love in the club.
Yeah, all right, Usher.
All right, love in the club. Okay, on that, Emmanuel. What if that young lady never did that a day in her life? What if I'm gonna just throw something crazy out there. Okay. I went and I played the numbers. I took it way left. And guess what? I hit. So now I'm filthy freaking rich. I'm going out. I'm going to do something I never did before. I just want to live life one time because I'm going to move away and just, find my soulmate one day in the church or wherever. I don't know. So this one night, I'm just going to wild out. Ladies, come on. We're going to have fun. Whatever happens, happens. And just this one night, I see you in the club and it's like, I got to do it. Hey, you only live once. What was that? Just our first time. But yeah, I guess y'all say first impressions is lasting impressions. And guess what? As Freema, I don't agree with that. I can rebuttal y'all all day long. Dakota said, LOL, there you go, sis. You just never know. 2 snaps. Absolutely. Melvin said, everybody's a stranger in the beginning. A lot of people bring their representative to the first few dates. I agree 100%. But when do you realize that's not the representative? When do you realize you have the real person? Or do you ever realize it? Or is it up to you to finally let that guard down in hopes of that's the real person? When do we say, okay, this person got to be 100%? I don't think there's no time frame on it. I guess we just have to go with how we're really feeling. Because honestly, you just don't know. You just really do not know. Emmanuel said, if you all don't smash early, she ain't trustworthy. Wait a minute now. It seemed like y'all saying, I'm normally the only one contradicting myself. Now, you just say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, right? Then you said, if y'all don't smash early, she ain't trustworthy. You're confusing me. Y'all confusing me now. Is she trustworthy in a hoe? Or is she not a hoe and not trustworthy? I'm confused. Talk to me. Let me know what you mean, Emmanuel. Melvin said, when y'all fall in love, it's real. How do you know you fell in love? How do you know what love is? What does it mean? Everybody see it differently. Some brides, ooh, did that slip out that way? My God. Some girls, I'll say that, feel like he loves me because he hit me. Yeah, he punched me in my face because he see me talking to John outside. Oh, he loves you. So yeah, Melvin, some people feel like they fell in love and it definitely ain't love. It's called control and some damn possessive, aggressive craziness. So I don't know. I mean, everybody's definition of love is so different. I can't even go on that topic. Melvin said, right. I mean, excuse me, man, you said, right. Well, the definition of a hoe is not defined by smashing early in my book. Okay, I agree with you on that. I always say that. I don't think because you had sex on the first night, you're a hoe. Like I said, it could have been just something she wanted to live a little on the edge. I don't know. I'll tell you my definition of a hoe. A hoe is someone that basically she's just she'll smash anybody. That's the way I see it. If I walk in a club and about 10 y'all can raise y'all hands and say, I think that's kind of, you're kind of out there, buddy. Yeah, 1 or 2, I might give you a pass. But 10, you waving at everybody in the club? No, like something wrong. Yeah, see, Lameek was confused too. Emmanuel, thanks for clearing that up. Lameek said, love don't hurt. Absolutely. It shouldn't hurt, but it does. It definitely does, because at that point, we got our guard down. We trust you 100%. Physically, you're right, Lameek, it shouldn't hurt. But feelings get hurt. We get disappointed when you're in love because we're giving our all and we expect that person to do the same thing. So when we see things differently, we get a little hurt. But what we have to learn not to do is take that into the next relationship. Maybe you just pay attention to those red flags if there were any. and know like, okay, I'm not going to tolerate this from the next person going forward. And don't feel like you're giving them a hard way to go, because at the end of the day, this is your life that you have to live. So forget how they think you're being hard on them or you're doing. At this point in my life, I'm not selling for crap. And if you feel like I'm doing the most, then maybe we're not meant to be, and we can part ways immediately. Oh, that's kind of rhyme. Antoinette said, loose as a goose. Don't get me started. That's the definition of a hoe. Agreed, Emmanuel. Lemonade said, sometimes she falls asleep and he falls in love. Oh, I don't know what that means. I really don't know what that means. I don't know, but don't sleep on each other. That, you know, the little terminology, stay woke. To me, you always need to stay woke. I don't care if you've been together 10 years. And that's just my opinion. Not saying your guard isn't down, but stay woke. Do not ever. And when I say let up, I don't mean like nagging. Like, I hate nagging. But a lot of men get misconstrued with, I'm just telling you how I feel, in nagging. Because y'all think we just do this all the time, which I'm doing it now. But y'all feel like we just do this? No, because 9 times out of 10, y'all not hearing us. You're walking off. You're doing something else. You're not paying us no attention. Instead, you just respond. I can't stand when somebody shut down. It drives me up a wall because there's no communication. We're not getting anything resolved because you're shutting down because you don't want to answer one simple question, or you don't want to give a response, or you know you did something wrong. Just talk. Stop shutting down on us. That is a pet peeve of mine. It made me want to do things I shouldn't do. Smack somebody upside the head. And I know that's not right, but boy, that thing, it make you want to lay hands on somebody when they ignore you. So instead of us having to walk behind y'all, just sit down and have a conversation. I know it's somebody watching that does this to their woman, to their wife, to their whomever. If you know you slipped up and did something crazy, I don't care how major or how minor it may be, just have the conversation. Just hear her out, please. It is not that serious. Trust me. Y'all make it that serious by ignoring us or going on about your business or shutting down. Listen, such and such. All right, I seen you in the club. You know, you was a little too close. I don't feel like talking about this right now, Freema, and you're walking off. Can I just finish my sentence? Can you just say, yeah, you know, I was a little too close to her in the club. Yeah, I bought her a drink, but it ain't nothing there. And we done. But no, y'all got to walk off, ignore it. It makes us think something different. Y'all got to tighten up, fellas. Lamique said, amen. You got to protect your own feelings because some people just don't care. Absolutely. 100%. And I'm not saying keep your guard up, but what I'm saying is stay woke, pay attention. Don't settle. A lot of us been there, done that. I'm not doing that. Quentin said the paint's on one-sided narrative. There's no time to respond to your rebuttals. Oh my God. Well, you can definitely ask to come on, Quentin. We can rebuttal all night. Your face can be right next to mine. And you know we can go back and forth all night long. Well, thank you, Quentin. But hey, like I said, I'll talk y'all ear off. And y'all make me feel like my opinions are accurate because like you said, it goes too fast for y'all to respond. So I be sitting here thinking I'm just telling it like it is, not realizing by the time I done said one thing, y'all typing and say, man, she done moved on to something else. I can't even type what I want to say. I get it. I talk a lot, Quinn. You should know that. I talk without drinking. Can't help it. I've always been a talker. I used to get written up in school for talking. All the time, up through high school. I don't know why. But anyway, we done went all off the topic about strangers, but not really, because that kind of leads into it as well. But to sum it up, you never really know nobody. I'm just being honest. And y'all can say, Freema, you don't know what you're talking about. It's my opinion. You never really know nobody. I don't care what you say. Hell, we barely even know our children. Just being real, them little jokers can grow up to be whatever you told them not to be. And you're going to hold yourself accountable for that when you know you raised him right? No. People do what they want to do, regardless of how they were brought up. You know, a lot of people, when kids make bad decisions, when these teenagers make bad decisions, see how I went on another subject, Lord. But when these teenagers make bad decisions, people be so quick to blame it on how they're brought up. Yeah, to a certain extent, I can agree with that. But peer pressure is a goddamn beast. You see what I'm saying? You know if your kid is a leader or a follower. You know that. So maybe you spend more time with your little follower if that's what you know he is. Pay that attention. Quentin said, I did that already, but somehow that never manifested. Another story for another day. And that goes back to what I was saying. I have no idea what you're responding to because I just switched subjects. I'm sorry, Quentin. I need to have some type of, I don't know, dot or some type of, because Stacy, don't play with me. Do not. They open the door. Sure. Okay. Yeah, excuse us. We just had a moment just now because, you know, we're at an Airbnb and we thought we heard some noises and we don't do well with things. I promise you we wouldn't stay here tonight. But anywho, you y'all, what, anybody got anything that they want to talk about really quickly? I don't want to hold y'all for an hour like I normally do on a Friday night. Anybody got anything to say, anything they want to get off their chest? Any concerns about Freema? You know what? I give so many people opportunities to say things and nobody ever say anything. Whether negative or positive, I want to know. I'm an open book. But I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you guys. I really do. I really, really do. 100%. I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing but to put some more meat on my chicken wing. I'm so corny. No one has anything else to say? Hello, Fruzy Wonka. Did I say that right? Fruzy Wonka. What's up? What's up? Antoinette said Antoinette said they slow typers. I don't know. Stacey giving me a crazy look, y'all. Melvin said, Freema, you ever think you would find love again? I'm pretty sure I will, but do I want it? That's the question. I'm pretty sure I will. Because where I'm at in my life, I know what I want. I know what I will not accept. So yeah, if I find that guy who's willing to comply, does that sound bad? Yeah, I think I will find it. Now, I don't know if I'll be 70 or 80 when I do. But yeah, I think I probably will. But I'm just not no time soon, of course. So yeah, does that answer the question fully and thoroughly for you, Melvin? I don't think the love of my life, he has to be a very, very strong man. Because I talk, I'm not gonna say I talk a lot of trash, but you know, like I'm not I don't know, like I said, I'm an open book. Enjoy living single. You know it, Emmanuel. I am not rushing into a dang on thing. I mean that 100%. I don't care how many offers I get, how many approaches I get. I'm not doing it. Michael said, I'm sitting here talking to my son and nephew about choices in life and listening to you. I appreciate that. And yes, we have to talk to our fellas. Definitely our fellas. Like, teach them how to be respectful. You know, teach them how to treat women. When we were coming in here tonight, we were bringing the bags in. And Aaron and Aiden, those are Stacy twins. You gotta get the bags, y'all. The men in the house. How old are Aaron and Aiden? 9? Yeah. 9 years old. You gotta get a bag. Aaron said, I had a headache or something. I said, you can't tell your woman that. You can't tell you got a headache. Get the bags. You know, like, go ahead and mold these fellas so they'll know how to treat their woman. Sometimes we got to do things we don't want to do. I know y'all don't feel like going out there washing a car or taking a car to the store to get the tank filled up for the week for her, but you got a headache, buddy, pop some Tylenol and go wash your wife's car or take it to get washed, you know? So teach them how to treat their woman, because behind every man is a strong woman. So they got to know how to treat them. And then when they know how to treat a good ass woman, you best believe she gonna make it happen. She gonna help you make it happen for both of y'all. They just gotta, it starts young. You see what I'm saying? Let them know, hey, you home with mom? I don't care if you 6. You home with mom? You see her lifting some canned goods? Mom, get that for you. Monty don't let me lift nothing now. That Khalid was he's the firstborn. I don't know what they really say about borns, whatever I'm trying to say. But Monty's a little more, I don't know, caring. I don't know how to say, I don't know what to say, but if I'm getting something out of the trunk, or, he's immediately coming. Or if he see me, I'm outside in the yard, I love being in the yard, he's out there. And I'm like, Monty, what's wrong? I just came out here, I see you out here. Like, don't lay around. Your wife outside gardening, go out there. You need me to get the water hose, honey? You need me to? No, I'm good. At least you offered, because you laying around watching TV or sleeping, she gonna feel like I'm out here, even though she don't need your help. She just wants you to offer. I'm out here digging his dirt. He can't even come out here and ask me, did I need help? Like, we gotta stop assuming that, okay, she know I'll help her. All she gotta do is ask. No, we're not in your head. We don't know. Get your butt up and go ask, do she need help? Value these women. You get what I'm saying? Y'all always saying you're macho, men stronger than women, this and that. Show it, prove it. Teach these young fellas to be that. Let these women know, let these young ladies know when they get adults, the men that we're molding right now for them are going to have their back. They're going to treat you like a lady. We got to start molding our men. We have to. We have to. There's no ifs and buts about it. We have to. So, Michael, keep up the good work. Melvin, you have what it takes to be Mrs., but I think the gentlemen are intimidated by you. Melvin, I don't think they are intimidated by me at all. They shouldn't be. I talk to y'all every Friday, Wednesday, and Sunday. This is who I am. I mean, there's no other way to put it. So to be intimidated by me, I don't know why. But if you, I mean, Emmanuel said, wait now, Freema. These young men have to how to be a gentleman and also be a sucker, clear throat. Well, I don't see nothing wrong with, I don't want to say portraying the image. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes, like you said, when it kind of, it does go both ways. But yeah, Emmanuel, yeah. You have to be a gentleman and also not be a sucker. I totally get it. I totally get it. You can't let people run over you, but that's where you're teaching them these morals, these values, like you're teaching them what they should accept and shouldn't accept. You're teaching them all these things. But if you got a woman, like talk to them and let them know the real. I don't sugarcoat nothing with my children. Because you best believe if they don't hear it from me, they're hearing it from somebody who may not even know. And I need them to get it from me, because I trust me more than I trust a stranger that they're getting this information from. So let me be the first to tell you. Michael said that go both ways, Freema. And it does. It does. You're going to teach your young men how to treat a strong young woman, and we're going to teach our women how to be strong young ladies, and how to know how to identify if a man is showing that he loves you and care about you. It's certain things as a woman we shouldn't accept, but we do. So yeah, that starts from a kid too. We have to teach our kids, male, female, about opposite sex. And I'm not even gonna say opposite sex, about relationships, period. Relationships, period. We gotta have these conversations. And I'm gonna end it on this note. A lot of us do not have conversations with our children about relationships. We have conversations with our kids about sex. What else, Stacey? We have conversations with our kids about. We have conversations with our kids about sex, finances,
being with the wrong
how to treat your peers, peer pressure, dealing with the wrong crowd. But we don't sit down and have conversations about an actual relationship. You know, the red flags, how to know if somebody, you know, if they're saying they love you, how do we know if they really love us in some way, shape, or form? Again, we'll never really know, but we'll know a little bit, because what hurts you should hurt me. If it's upsetting you, I shouldn't allow myself to even be affiliated with anything that's going to upset something I love. So we need to talk to our kids about everything, because again, it's getting ready to be 2021, and some of these kids are oblivious to so much stuff because we want to sugarcoat things and feel like little Johnny isn't ready. Yes, he's ready, because best believe when they go to school, they're going to figure it out. So it's time to have conversations that you think you shouldn't have. Why would I want to have a conversation with my daughter about a relationship and she's only 11? Because guess what? She's already into boys. That's why. You don't have to go into detail about, okay, if he does this, he likes you. That's not what I'm saying. You're 11 years old. Okay, so my daughter's 11. You see what I'm saying? So of course, she probably seen me roll my eyes at daddy, or, you know, whatever. I explain it to her. You know, daddy didn't come out here and help me cut his grass. And he's seen me outside in the yard, Cadence. So yeah, mama's a little irritated. However, Cadence, you learn from me. The man that you're going to choose when you get older, you make sure, you know, he knows you expect him to come out there and cut the grass while you outside. You don't settle. Those are the type of conversations. If this is what you want, this is what you get. You don't settle, because you won't ever be happy. If I want my man to be in the yard, when I'm in the yard, you best believe when we meeting each other, we having dinner, we getting to know each other, I'm going to let you know that. I'm going to let you know. Now, listen, this may sound crazy to be bringing this up 6 months in a relationship, but how do you feel about yard work? I'm serious about my yard, and I like yard work. Now, if you say, no, you know, I don't like to get my hands dirty, you know, I'll pay somebody to do the landscaping. We can work. We can work with that. But I don't like to get my hands dirty. I don't know if I'll come out there with you in the yard. And guess what? If that's something I love to do, then hey, maybe we ain't meant to be. It sounds petty, but it's real, because you're going to be out there raking that dirt up or putting down them plants or whatever, mad because he ain't come outside, but he told you that in the beginning. So yeah, I talk to my children about all kinds of things. It don't have to be deep to the level y'all thinking. It can be something minor like that. The point is, you accept what you want to accept and do not accept what you do not want to accept. Because if you do accept something you don't want to accept, you're going to be miserable in the relationship, because that's something you didn't want in the beginning, but you accepted it for whatever reason. Why? So yeah, had the conversations. Michael said, I talk to my daughter most every day of the day about different in her life. Absolutely. We have to. We have to. Let's start having those hard conversations. Antoinette said, our parents, older generations, teach us what not to do rather than what to do. If we shared more on what to do, then they will learn how to develop healthy relationships. And that's all I'm saying, Antoinette. It's time to switch it up. What is that? I see so much about generational wealth. I was about to say generational wealth. Curses. It's time to teach these children how we feel like we should have been taught. But they couldn't, the older generation couldn't teach us what they didn't know. But see, we're gravitating towards bigger, newer things. So we got to teach differently. I understand your mom may come and say, hey, you don't need to be telling your daughter this, or you don't need to say, Ma, I got this. This is a whole nother generation. It's a whole nother ball game. I wouldn't teach my kid nothing I feel they don't need to know. I'm teaching them everything they should know. And we'll definitely have healthy relationships if we taught our children about these red flags, things that they don't have to accept. You know, a lot of people feel like they have to accept daddy beating mama or mama beating daddy because that's what they seen in the household. No. First sign of that, you better be out the door. I'll come help you pack. I'll come do that. That's something you're not accepting. Like, no, not doing it. Not doing it. But anyway, people, talk to your children. Don't feel like everyone's a hoe because they have a one-night stand. Don't hold people accountable for, no, I can't say that. Hold them accountable for who they say they are, because that's who they are. But if a young lady approach you in a club and just want to get it on for that one night, don't judge her. Don't make her feel like she's the worst person in the world 3 months later while y'all still talking, because you did the same thing she did. So hey, y'all on the same level. Ain't no such thing. I'm a man, she a woman. No, we don't do that no more. She approached you, you took up the offer, so you can't look at her no type of way. And if you feel like you like that chick and that's who you want to be with, then that's who you want to be with. That's in the past now. That was 3 months later. Y'all slept together on the first night. Might as well let that shit go. Anywho, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go 10 minutes early. I swear I feel like I'm in class. I'm letting y'all go 10 minutes early. Oh, my goodness. I cracked myself up. Y'all, make sure y'all have a great weekend. Make sure, Melvin, no, I'm not promoting one night stands, but what I am saying, be who you want to be and stop doing things based upon other people. Freema can't promote nothing because that person's going to do what they want to do anyway. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying is I think differently. Okay. And I need people to stop judging people. I need people to stop living their life for other people. That's all I'm saying. Stop living your life for other people. Stop saying, enter me. I want to do this so bad. I want to try some liquor. I want to try some weed. I never did. I want to do it. But such and such is going to say something about it. No, who cares? As long as you know what you're doing, you can hold yourself down. Who cares what the next person thinks? We got to stop thinking like that. Make sure you guys talk to your children. Don't stop it as just talking about a period and talking about sex. Talk about relationships. Talk about how they should be treated. Okay? Talk about how that woman should treat that man. Talk about how that man should treat that woman. If your kid already on YouTube and looking up stuff, 9 times out of 10, they know if they want to be in a relationship or not. And it's okay to have little minor conversations leading into that. It's different ways around it. You don't have to have a full-fledged conversation, but it's more than one way to skin a cat. You can throw it in there some type of way. Thank you, Mr. Limo Man. God bless you. See you again soon as well. You guys, y'all have an awesome night. Be nice tomorrow. Be nice this whole weekend. Don't let no one steal your joy. It's not worth it, because again, they're going home and they're going to sleep at night peacefully, and you're up looking in the ceiling worrying about how they disrupted your peace. If you surround yourself with people that's disrupting your peace often, it might be time to let it go and don't look back. This is your life to live, and you only get one of them. So are you going to choose to make it a peaceful life, or are you going to choose to make it hell on earth because you're dealing with people that disrupt your peace? You have to think about that, because are they thinking about you, or are they thinking about self? Put yourself first. Talk to your children. Love up on one another. We only get one life. Until next time, people, peace and love.